This is a pretty nice looking crowd, but I can tell you there's something different about you tonight. You look good, but you actually look calm. And really, it's a testament to calmer choice if you looked outside at the ocean. When was the last time you saw Nantucket Sound? Oh, by the way, 1 week after we were torn up by Mother Nature, looking dead, flat, calm. Perfect night. I would say, Fiona, well done. That was good. Emily, whatever you did. So this, for us, as Shepley, began as a little beachside conversation. Betsy Bowes told us all about this new idea 10 years ago. It sounded, well, actually it sounded like a great idea, because when you take a tragic situation and you make the best of it, you turn it around and make something productive that spreads throughout the community, wonderful. So it's become a little bit, probably bigger than you might have initially thought. And Fiona, look around tonight. This is incredible. So you've got a lot of people here. So we've been trying to do our own little version of Calmer Choice, and we still have to really organize our adult program at Shepley Wood Products. We can calm ourselves down. We do our best to do this as amateurs, but it is truly inspiring to think about giving children the power to make decisions, to not feel victim to their emotions, but to say, yeah, I know how I feel, but now I have some tools, I have some abilities to make choices as to what I'm going to do with that feeling. That to me was just so powerful. And I think some of us who grew up in the old days, it was like, you know, seen and not heard, just take care of it and we'll see you at dinner. This is a different world. There's so much going on. So to give our children the ability to connect, to feel part of something is wonderful. So that's why we're involved. Thank you so much for being here tonight. Fiona, you must, well, you're so humble. You're not bursting, but I hope you are bursting with pride, because you started something tremendous. And what's really exciting is when you, as the founder, get to pass this on, and you've been highly complimentary of Emily, and you pass it to sort of the next torchbearer to carry this on, how great must that feel? So you deserve a lot of good rest. I hope you covered all of the United States, and we'll see you in a year or so, right? Thank you.
So high up.
Hi, everybody. Oh, there we go. Oh, Tony had this last. Okay, got it.
So what do you want to talk about?
The first thing I want to talk about was when Patty was up here and she mentioned the energy in the room. I thought the energy in the room was amazing when we first got in here, and the whole time we were having great food and cocktails and hors d'oeuvres, and then she kind of just settled us down a little bit. Thank you, Patty, for that. But now we're going to rev it up a little, aren't we?
But I just want to do a little bit of housekeeping here first. But the fact that it was postponed a week, and you need a little more volume? There we go. That was the second thing on my list, was to check the volume. Thank you. The suggestion was that we perhaps do a little bit of a roast with Fiona tonight. But the fact is, I don't think Fiona knows what a roast is. Well, she'd agreed to it, and this, of course, is an organization that tries to promote kindness. So we're calling this a light saute. So the next thing, you'll see on your tables, on those sticks are Crocs. And those Crocs, those shoes, represent what Fiona very often wears. It represents the casualness and the relaxed sort of style that she aspires to. So what I'd like you to do is make sure everybody gets them spread around. This is an audience participation performance here. So you're going to be asked a number of questions throughout the next 10 or 15 minutes, and if you can respond affirmatively, we need you to hold those up. And another thing that I'm going to ask you to do when you hold them up. Fiona was always apparently back in her college days, was a bit of a rugby fan. Is that true? The parties, and so we need to make this a little bit of a rugby player. Excuse me, a little more raucous. Fiona. All right. Okay. So let's practice this a little bit. Anyone ever attend a meeting where Fiona was sporting Crocs, slippers, or even bare feet? Raise your hand. Fiona.
Well, I do think that there's a lot of love in the room. Has there anybody in this room received a card or a note from Fiona that has hearts all over it with Fiona? Yep.
Is Dorothy Savarese here? Did she make it here tonight? This is the most powerful woman in banking. If you didn't already know that. And my question, Dorothy, is did you ever get a card from Fiona with hearts on it?
I think most of us
I
have.
brought a card for you just in case for her to fill out. You've already got one. That's great. Okay. So what do you think? What are we doing here?
Well, first of all, a fun fact for everybody. David and I are Barnstable High School classmates, class of 76. I bet you didn't know that. So I know him and my sister and Jimmy were the longest people in this room by a long shot.
You skipped a few grades, right?
No.
That's why she's much younger.
I've known Fiona for a ton of years. We used to go to a meeting together on Wednesday nights before we had kids, and we did this for I think about 1,000,000 years. But anyway, there was a lot of things that I liked about Fiona, but mostly what I liked about it was her name, Fiona. I mean, Fiona. It's like Cher. You don't need any last name when you're speaking about Fiona. Sorry, Bob. But about 20 years after that, we were raising our kids. We were trying to set good examples. We were trying to keep them safe and making sure that they were okay. And we realized they really weren't. There was a bunch of kids that were going through really, really, really tough times. And Fiona came up with this idea, and the idea was Karma Choice. And I do want to say that each and every person in this room had a part of its creation and its success. And that's the politicians and the business people and the educators and the board members and the family members. And it's really just been a grassroots effort and a community effort. And I just think it's been really remarkable what she's done.
It's true. Everyone here has had a piece in it. But the fact of the matter is Fiona is who we're here to talk about tonight. And Fiona, where are you? There you go. You're good with a little teasing, right?
I'm good. I can handle it.
Okay.
We don't have our Crocs.
Right here.
Oh. Thank you. Okay.
Anyways, Fiona, as we know, is a little different. And I sometimes think maybe it was a little bit cultural. I don't know if everybody's aware, she grew up British and Canadian.
Hey, careful.
Just a fact. Just a fact. Just saying, sometimes there's certain cultural nuances that maybe she does not have a firm grasp on. I mean, it took some time. And I think specifically about our political system here. I recall, several years ago we were attending a meet and greet with the governor. And it was a Republican fundraiser. And I'm listening to her talk to a group next to me, and she's quoting Hillary Clinton extensively. At that same event, she gets introduced to the governor and refers to him as Your Majesty.
Did you hear her? She said That's a lie.
But politics is not the only source of quirk or foible, if you will. I'm curious, has anybody ever received a voicemail or a text? Betsy has got the transcript of one that was sent not too terribly long ago. She'd like to read it.
They tend to be lengthy. And they sound something like this. I won't be on Cape for the board meeting tonight. Wanted folks to know that all went well with Bob's Sugary. Thank God. We're headed to the White Mountains for a salient retreat. Yippee. Hopefully licking up Lily on the way home after we stop in at Life is Good. Not sure I can keep quiet the whole week. Not sure how Anne LeClaire does it. FYI. Need to touch base about Sarah. Have you touched her? Maybe we can talk after the elephant meeting next week. Remind me to ask you about Tiny Shepherd. He's a major donor that we need to be sure is invited to the comedy breakfast at the Cap Covent. Mother of God, I don't know what I'm going to say. The entire legislative delegation is going to be attending. I know I'm starting to ramble. Thank you for listening. I really appreciate who you are to the organization and to me. Pretty soon I won't have to worry about these things. Emily's better suited to this. Speaking of suits, I saw Rick Penn. And we're having our December pity there on the 8th. And Emily soon will have John to help her. Not sure what I'm going to do with myself. I really have some feelings about giving away my baby, but not really. Beep!
What Fiona lacks, however, in brevity, she makes up for in baking.
Has anybody ever received a gift of cookies or cupcakes from Fiona?
Yeah. Well, you know, one thing about Fiona that she will readily own up to, and I think, you know, it's fairly evident that she acknowledges that she suffers from a little bit of anxiety and a little self-consciousness.
Yeah, she does. So do I. Has Fiona ever asked you to help with a Commerce Choice project in this room? She saw me running one day and thought, I'm going to ask her to organize a road race. Like, who does that? But I did it. There was something about her that you just didn't say no, you just kind of went with it.
In spite of her fear, however, she has time and time again charged full steam ahead. Anyone ever heard her talk about throwing her keys over the fence? Yeah. One particularly interesting way in which she demonstrates her willingness to confront her fear. And I think this is a fear that we all share, and that's asking for help. So she has asked you for something?
Oh, she's asked me for a million things. I don't know where you are.
Yeah. She asked me early on, I know it was help with communications, help with technology, help with event planning, help with accounting.
Help with a lot.
Yeah.
We used to call it, actually, the Fiona Vortex. You know, because once you met her, she's sort of like, she got you. She got you. And it was like, first of all, you didn't go, but you really didn't want to go.
Anyone else here been asked for help? She asked you to help her? Yeah. Well, there's time and there's talent. But one of the things that she did struggle with, and I got to say she's gotten much better, and that's asking for treasure. I hark back, I'm going to go back 8 or 9 years ago anyways, and we had a couple who have what's known as capacity. We sat in their oceanfront house, and we were going to ask them for a donation. This was pretty sizable, more than we had ever asked before. And we had been advised, look, make the ask and then sit with it. Wait for the response. So we spent a couple hours talking about Commerce Choice, talking about the programs and our dreams and what we're hoping it would be, and then we asked them for $100,000. And then Fiona made a beeline for the ladies' room.
Fiona!
So has anyone here been asked to buy a raffle ticket, attend an event, donate monthly, or fund a special need?
Yeah. I think just about everybody in this room, for sure.
Ultimately, however, it has not been her quirkiness, her courage, or her acumen. It's been her sincerity, her authenticity, and most of all, her empathy and kindness are what has led to the success of Commerce Choice. Were you ever touched by her story?
Fiona.
Have you ever been made to feel needed?
Fiona.
Were you made to feel appreciated? Fiona. Because you are. Want to wrap it up?
I will wrap that up. I read something describing a great legacy. A great legacy. It's those small acts of kindness done well and without expectation of reward or recognition that finds a special place in people's hearts and that are the most important. Fiona's been Commerce Choice's leader, but a leader's legacy is much less about what or who they lead than how they lead. And I think we can all be in agreement that Fiona leads with her heart. And that being said, I welcome Fiona.
Bring her up. Fiona.
Wow. All right, I have to try and find my notes, so just bear with me.
They're in your Crocs.
Yeah, well, and you gotta know, I shared with my sister today that, that I was bringing my pink Crocs so that if my feet hurt, I would change. But I forgot them. I did bring my slippers, however. What, you have my blue Crocs? Oh, you did. Oh. Wow. So, I woke up this morning. I've been trying to write something to say. I'm not very good at doing that, so sorry, I gotta set my timer here. So I had like 6 different starts to something to say tonight, and I just like, I couldn't figure it out. So I'm gonna say a prayer, and I'm gonna assume that whatever I'm meant to say is gonna happen, so bear with me. Okay. I can't get my, if I go too long, just like, okay. So there I was, standing in my kitchen back in 2009, and it was after a funeral. And a lot of the kids that were actually kids back then are sitting at the kids' table. And it wasn't funny back then. And I looked around the room, and there was my daughter who was running away at the time, another one that was throwing up every morning before school because of anxiety, and she was trying so hard to be the mama bear to her friends. And then another one that was on anti-anxiety meds. And I looked around the room and I thought, oh my God, like what is going on here? And I had taken a mindfulness class years earlier, thank God, and Adam Liss is in the room tonight, and he, I like to say, is the co-founder of this, and I'll say more about you in a little bit, Adam. But I looked around the room and I thought, oh my God, like these kids are in serious trouble. And I thought, well, you know, mindfulness might be a good thing, and so I went to Lily. I can't see her. Over here. She's, oh, Lily. I went to Lily and I said, Lily, I have this friend and he really want to talk to you about maybe like maybe give him some ideas about what might be good for teenagers. And you said, hell no. And I went back to Adam and I said, okay, well, that's not gonna work. Maybe we could like put something in her school. And right around the same time, and Rob Henry's in the room over here with Kevin White, I was taking a leadership class up at Landmark Education. And they said to me, somebody turn this off. Get this. Anyway, they said to me, like, pick an area in your life that's important to you, and we're going to coach you and do a project. And I went up to Adam and I said, you know, I've got this opportunity. Like, why would anybody start a nonprofit, first of all? Like, you've got to be crazy. But it was part of my homework. And I thought, oh, I know. I am going to, what if we, Adam, could create a program to drop into Lily's high school? Because I can't figure out how to get the kids to you. So maybe I can get you to them. And so over a period of time, we started plotting and scheming. And it was summertime, so there was nobody at the school that I could talk to. And you know, Robin, who's in the room, and Betsy were also aware. And over that period of August, there were 2 more suicides that happened, and of young people. And I thought, oh my God, we really have to do this. And so over a period of time, I asked Adam, like, if I paid you to do it, what would I need to pay you? And he gave me a number, and I went to Betsy, and I said, would you do this road race with me? And she said, but I don't know anybody. I'm like, what do you do? Betsy knows more people than anybody. But anyway, and so we organized this race, and because the community was in crisis, people said, yeah. And, you know, David Troutman gave us some gift certificates, and Tony Shepley donated some money, and Cape Cod 5 donated some money, and somehow, I mean, we only had 42 racers, so it certainly wasn't the numbers, but we organized this race, and we raised $5,000, and that was in 2009, and we thought, holy crap, like, we're gonna do this, and because Barnstable High School was in crisis, they said yes, and Adam was like, well, okay, I'll figure it out. I've never taught teenagers, but he created this like 20-week program, you know, and did all this research. I'm like, holy Toledo. And at the same time as that, the Cape was really concerned because of the suicide issues Cape Cod has still 1.2 times higher rate of suicide for young people than the rest of the state. So people were worried, and we went to this meeting at Coonamessett, and I don't know if you remember Betsy, it was Betsy, myself, and Adam, and they're talking like this high-level political stuff, and I'm like, wait a minute, you know, we raised our hands, and we said, we just raised money, and we've got this program, and Barnstable's doing it, and I mean, we didn't know what we were talking about, but we were inspired, and that's when somebody came up to us and said, you should start a nonprofit. And I was like, oh, let's just do it. We knew nothing. Anyway, you know, here we are 12 years later, and it's been a ride. And it has been, I think, one of the gifts, so many gifts, but one of the gifts that God has given me is the ability to really ask for help. And I've never been afraid of letting people know what I don't know. And one of the things that I learned early on is you surround yourself with people who know how to do what you don't know to do. Right, exactly. And that was, I mean, honestly, David helped with filing the 501c3. I didn't even know what a 501c3 was. He literally, anyway, I just kept asking for help and asking for help and asking for help. And, you know, lo and behold, we now have an organization that we have a researcher here from MIT. We have a researcher here from Tufts. We are well known in the world. We've done studies with little people in mindfulness that literally has never been ever happened in the world. Calmer Choice was the organization that was chosen. And I have to say, you know, you're celebrating me, but in reality, it isn't just me. You know, there's some people who aren't in the room today that I want to acknowledge. Adria Kennedy and Katie Medlar was super, super important in creating the curriculum that was studied by MIT. I used to say about Adria that she was the fine-tooth comb and I was the Afro pick. Like, I don't even know if that's politically correct. I'm really sorry if I just said something I wasn't supposed to say. But honestly, like, she would like drove me crazy. See, there you go. Like, I just do these things that maybe I shouldn't say. At least I haven't said the F word yet. I did say to my sister, like, please, I have potty mouth. I hope I don't do that up there. But anyway, she was that. She was like, she helped us. Like, she towed the line, man. And Katie was like Mary Poppins. She had this bag. She would go out and teach kids and come back, and she created, you know, this curriculum that was remarkable. So they're not here, and I want to honor them. Kim Perry is the other person who was my first admin person, who was, thank you, Jesus, man. She was remarkable as far as like making sure that the files that were supposed to be locked up were locked up. That, you know, I'm sure I drove her crazy, but anyway, so, you know, and the people that we've got board members, I look at Teresa, you know, over there, who helped us with our first strategic plan when somebody said to me, when I was in the yoga room, you should really have a strategic plan. I thought, I have no idea what a strategic plan is, but I think we should probably have one. And Teresa helped us with our first strategic plan. And, you know, just so many things that, you know, have happened. And I'm looking at Rob Henry over there, my landmark friend, and Andrea Binder was my coach for many years, and she kind of smacked me upside the head. And I have to say, she was the best person at saying, of course you can. I'm like, I have no idea what I'm doing. It's okay, of course you can do it, you know? And I just kept throwing the keys over the fence. And if anybody doesn't understand what that means, if you throw your keys over the fence, then you have to go get them, right? So if you say you're gonna do a road race and you throw your keys over the fence, and you get Betsy and David helping you, and then you get really, really, really scared because you have no idea how to ask somebody for the numbers for the runners. It doesn't matter. You just have to do it anyway. So anyway, a lot of throwing keys over the fence and a lot of mistakes. And I have to say, you know, in the last couple of years, I really believe that this is what I was meant to do for the last 10 years, 12 years. In the last year or so, I've been asking a lot, like, what's next? Like, what do I need to do next? And what I realize I need to do next is let go of this. What I need to do next is invite, you know, Emily Smalley, and we've got a remarkable, John Falone is our new COO, and, you know, Sarah Mannion's our new Chief Program Officer, and we've got remarkable instructors and staff, and I need to hand it over to them. And so that's what I'm doing. I am like passing the torch. And as Tony Shepley said to me when I shared with him that I was going to retire, he said, it's great. You wanna retire while the party's still going on, right? So I definitely do. So there's two people that I want to honor, so just kind of bear with me. The first one is Adam, who left the organization pretty early on to do other things, and I'm going to read a book, and I have this book for you, Adam, that I'll give you afterwards. But so some of you have heard this, some of you might have even received this, but it's the book is called "What Do You Do with an Idea?" So I'm just going to kind of it's short. There's not a lot of words on each page. I do need glasses though. Hold on a minute. Okay, so one day I had an idea. Where did it come from? Why is it here? I wondered, what do you do with an idea? So at first I didn't think much of it. It seemed kind of strange and fragile. I didn't know what to do with it, so I just walked away from it. I acted like it didn't actually belong to me, but it followed me. Sorry, my hair. There we go, sorry, okay. I worried what other people would think, which is true. What would people say about my idea? I kept it to myself, I hid it away, I didn't talk about it, I tried to act like everything was the same as it was before my idea showed up. But there was something magical about my idea, I had to admit. I felt better and happier when it was around. it wanted food, it wanted to play, it actually wanted a lot of attention. It grew bigger, we became friends. I showed it to other people, even though I was afraid of what they would say. I was afraid that if people saw it, they would laugh at it. I was afraid they would think it was silly. And many of them did. They said it was no good. They said it was too weird. They said it was a waste of time and that it would never become anything. And at first, I believed them. I actually thought about giving up on my idea. I almost listened to them. But then I realized, what do you really know? This is my idea, I thought. No one knows it like I do, and it's okay if it's different and weird and maybe a little crazy. I decided to protect it, to care for it. I fed it all good food, I worked with it, I played with it, but most of all, I gave it my attention. And my idea grew, and so did my love for it. I built it a new house, one with an open roof, where it could look up at the stars, a place where it could be safe to dream. I liked being with my idea. It made me feel more alive, like I could do anything. It encouraged me to think big and then to think bigger. I shared its secrets with me. It showed me how to walk on my hands because it said it's good to have the ability to see things differently. I couldn't imagine my life without it. Then one day, something amazing happened. My idea changed right before my very eyes. It spread its wings, it took flight and burst into the sky. I don't know how to describe it, but it went from being here to being everywhere. It wasn't a part of me anymore. It was just now a part of everything. And then I realized that what you do with an idea is you change the world. I want to just say, if you stand up, that if it were not for you, I would never have had this idea, nor the vehicle to begin to create the founding of this remarkable adventure and miracle called Karma Choice. My hope and my request to you is that you stand fully right now in your most important part of its creation. With deep respect and love, Fiona. All right. So the next one is for my husband. I told Julia that if I didn't recognize Bob, she was going to take me out by the knees. So. All right, so Bobby Jensen, my rock, my anchor, the love of my life. I want to thank you for all the times you said yes to so many requests as Karma Choice grew. And I want you to know that I could never have done this without you quietly cheering for me on the sidelines. So I love you. Now, the next thing, this is going to be like a magic trick. So the kids have a present. And so in a minute, you talked about cookies. So one of my most favorite memories from my wedding was actually at our rehearsal dinner. And unbeknownst to me, the caterer baked 100 heart cookies. But what made it the most special was he gave me the platter to give out the cookies. So I can't individually give you each a part of my heart, but I baked 250 heart cookies. And so if you guys can stand up, there should be 11 of you. There's 22 tables. Try not to give cookies to the same person twice. Though we have a few extra. And what you're receiving as I baked these cookies, and I have to tell you, I bake a lot of cookies, but I don't make cookies that you have to cut out. Oh my heavens. Anyway, I did it with love for each and every one of you. Some of you I know well, some of you I don't, but I know that all of you are an important part of this organization, and I love you. So enjoy your cookies, and oh, I'm sure I've forgotten something really important. Okay, perfect. And I have to say, David Troutman over here, he was one of the first person I asked to be on my board, because one of the things that they said about building a board is you need business people on your board. And I thought, I am married to a fisherman and I work in healthcare. Like, I know no businessmen. But I did know Pam Troutman, and I knew her husband always wore a suit. And so I thought, I know somebody. I'm going to ask David. David can be on the board. Anyway, so thank you, David. Thank you, Betsy. Love you all.
Okay, for the next portion, we have a couple more people I want to call up. She mentioned John Falone, our outgoing chairman of the board, who is our new COO, and Sue Curran, who is our incoming chair.
Well, hello everyone. What an evening. Fiona, that was amazing, and you got through with no tears. I'm very impressed. Very impressed. So we have a few more surprises for you, Fiona, and it would not be an evening without at least a couple more surprises. So with that, I'll hand it over to you, John, and thank you everyone for being here.
First of all, thank you, Sue, for taking over the board chair 15 months early. That's how we do things here. Well, we're going to retire and we're going to change the board chair, and there's all kinds of things happening here, but it's all good. There is one surprise that came into the office this afternoon. Paul Hebert, who couldn't be here tonight, delivered a citation from the town of Barnstable. And it reads, after more than 11 years in service to Cape Cod and southeastern Massachusetts, Commerce Choice's founder and CEO, Fiona Jensen, will retire at the end of this year. Fiona leaves behind a legacy of kindness, compassion, and an unparalleled commitment to the mental health and well-being of the communities she and Commerce Choice have served. So those citations. And we have a video tribute that we've titled Postcards to Fiona. So take a look, there's tissues on the table.
I feel like we're going from adolescence to maturity, and in a lot of nonprofits, that's when it's appropriate for the founder to go.
She made such a difference, and I'm super proud of her. We've watched her steps towards creating this incredible organization. I'm proud of all of you. You've done so much. Not Fiona's led it, but she's had so much support.
Having up the diaper pad.
Your own way, figure out your own timing.
It's not a bad notion. She realized that her worrying was not unique, and that there were a lot of other people that had a lot of anxiety out there, and a lot of little people. And that's where her heart really goes to.
This nascent idea, this concept, nugget, pearl, just could have lain there, but with the energy that was put into it and the circles that were built around it, just trying to get this baby to grow. It's all been Fiona's impetus behind it.
My name is Fiona Jensen,
and I'm the executive director and founder of an organization My real work with mindfulness came at that moment when I realized that there was something that I had in my own mindfulness practice that would benefit the kids. Somebody said, you need to get a board of directors. I thought, what the heck is a board of directors? I had this opportunity and I could either say, you know what, I'm done. I've done this one program at my daughter's school, or I could take the ball and see where it went. I feel like God gave me this canvas that I got to create on, and I got to do some really fun things in the last 12 years.
You're almost really ahead of the curve when identifying the real need that we have for young people to have resources around mental health and mental resilience.
There was nothing behind it, really, except for Fee and other people in the community who had a lot of enthusiasm and passion around what she was trying to do.
The energy comes from wanting to help. The energy comes from her heart, of wanting to make a difference. And she does it one person, one heart, one soul at a time.
It gave me a focus of my own life and the health of children for the last 11 or 12 years.
Quite frankly, it's added a lot of direction and meaning and purpose in my life.
She mothered Common Choice the same way that she tended to her children.
Fiona's brought joy to so many people's lives and inspired so many people to be their best self.
What an amazing legacy to leave behind, because she's touched the lives of so many kids.
Fiona has created something here on Cape Cod which will survive well past her tenure here. This is a permanent fixture now, which is going to make our community healthier and stronger for generations to come. And we just thank you, Fiona, so much for that.
The amount of positivity that she brought this community, I can just say it's just been beautiful.
She had the courage to use her story in an instructive and thoughtful way to help others. I don't think anything could be more powerful than that. I don't think anything could be more selfless than that.
Knowing that she's doing this out of a place of love in her heart for me and my friends is something that I think changed my life a lot. I don't look back on the struggles I had and think that I wish that didn't happen, because it brought me where I am today, and it brought Commerce Choice here, and you know, good things come from all struggles, I think.
Calmer Choice came out of a program where one of the things you're supposed to do is create something that will help your community. Eventually, I think you're supposed to step away.
The people that she's been able to draw in, all from different skill sets and different focuses, and people from the education system, and people from the law enforcement system, and people from the banking system.
She makes you feel that your skill set is what she absolutely needs.
Fiona asks and people say yes.
Well, at the risk of overstepping, the tenacity of Fiona, Fiona, your ability to get people engaged, but then keep them engaged, and that really is a result of your passion and commitment.
She just has the ability to kind of take over everyone around her and do really good things.
I'm a banker. I'm as free as they come. And when this hippie came sauntering into, the conference room, peddling her mindfulness, I didn't know what to do.
I realized right away you don't say no to Fiona.
I think she had a target on me, but luckily I was like, sure.
I don't think my mom has ever asked anybody to do anything that she wouldn't immediately do for them without hesitation. And there's power behind that.
What you see is what you get. What she says she's going to do, she does. I'm just one big fan.
Maybe thinking about their own mothers, everyone's going to say, oh, my mother just do this. I'm like, no, look, I don't think you understand.
Driven.
Compassionate. Fiona's a pioneer. She's straight and beautiful, inside and out, innovative, tenacious, a good listener, exuberant,
daring,
generous, generous, generous,
unstoppable,
committed. She has great values and a great conscience.
a powerhouse.
Unfaltering, unswaying.
She's a great role model.
I just knew that she was a good soul.
Genuine, charismatic,
And extremely loving.
And she's passionate, she's kind.
Beautiful in every way.
she's a hero, she's original.
Thoughtful.
Fiona is the embodiment of love.
She's a lot of fun. We've been together through births of our kids, deaths of parents and spouses. We all met back in '89. We started doing pop-up dinners at one another's homes with our friend Brenda, who's not here today. Brenda. And we have done that almost every month till COVID.
Fiona and I became pregnant at the same time, and I had my baby in the rear piano. Later on that evening, I hear this voice, "Hello!" in the hallway. I said, "Fiona," and I knew she said, "Oh, I'm gonna have a
I love when she comes next door and she goes, "Hello!"
She'd wake us up on weekend mornings, and my friends used to just tease me with this all through high school. It'd be, "Morning, boys!" And all my friends all through high school, that's how they used to say hi to me.
All in the same chair. We're all yapping around. It's like, oh, talking, and then she gets up and says, "I think I have to go." "Oh, I think it's time to go." "Okay."
I say, "Bye, honey."
I just remember so well the day she was born. She was born in a nursing home in the middle of the country, and I'll always remember the birds were singing, and I sort of feel now that the birds are still singing their hearts out. She's made such a difference, and we're just so proud of Fiona, and she's always been a caring and loving person.
She was always a good student. And I remember when she was in Brownies and she was away at a camp and they had to choose somebody to be a speaker, and she was the one who was chosen. So her talents go back quite a few years.
You know, I heard the story from my grandfather that when she was, I think she was 15 or 16 years old, she decided she wanted to be an occupational therapist specializing in geriatrics. Like 15 or 16 years old, she knew that's what she wanted to do.
The more time I spent with her, the more I realized that she was just like overflowing vessel of kindness and consideration and thoughtfulness. She had this like spell on me. You could tell she was up to something big, but I didn't really know how big.
I've seen it for years. Like, give me, I just need a little bit more time to get it so that it's stable. And then 3 years later, it's like, ooh, not quite there yet. And I feel like now we're ready. The organization is in like perfect shape for me to, move on to whatever it is my next chapter is going to be.
Here's another lesson I should know. When life moves fast, it's best to think it slow. You gotta make that common choice. Be conscious of reaction. In the light of all distraction, you just have to keep that inner voice.
The fact that she really put herself out there for all kids is just an amazing gift, and she will forever be in my heart.
Couldn't say thank you enough for all she's done to support me as an administrator, my staff, my students, and the families of Sandwich. So very grateful to her.
Fiona, I just wish you the happiest life that you deserve, and have fun with Bob in your van, and I love you very much.
Fiona, I hope you travel
hide some places that we don't know about. And let us all know, because then we can follow you there too. Bon voyage.
I love you, Mom, and you deserve everything in your retirement. You can walk away from this knowing that you have changed more lives than you'll ever be aware with, and that will never stop because of you.
Don't change your phone number so we can still call you and don't know who we're talking to or who's connected to what, because you hold all of that in your brain.
Fiona, thank you so much for all you have done, for all the children and families that you've touched on Cape Cod, and you certainly deserve a fun, adventurous, and relaxing next chapter.
She ain't going anywhere. No. Thank you, Fiona, for your love, for your compassion for this program that has reached so many children and families.
You are such an asset in our community, and we're so fortunate and lucky to have you. Thank you for all you've done and all you'll do in the future.
I cannot thank you enough for coming into my life and Sharon's life, and for what you've done for us, and then what you've done for just everybody you touch.
I wish you the very best from the depth of my heart, and it is with nothing but gratitude that we thank you for everything.
Fiona, I just want to say thank you for building Calmer Choice, and the difference you've made so far has been remarkable, and it's going to continue to grow.
See, I'm getting teary. How many lives you've touched and changed. Not only, me and Robbie and Lily and my kids and their family, but, all those kids out there that may not get all that love.
Thank you for everything. Not only for all that you have given me personally, but for everything you have done for this amazing community that I grew up in, Robbie grew up in, and our child will grow up in, your grandchild. And I can see that it will resonate.
Congratulations, Fiona. We are all so proud of you and so excited for you. I'm so happy to have been a part of Calmer Choice.
It's just amazing how much you've touched my life and the life of everyone here and of so many others. And I can only imagine as you step away how many more lives you'll touch.
Next idea you have? Maybe I'll be around, maybe not. Walking another journey with you. I love you, dear friend.
You really made a difference for me as an educator and me as a human being. So I wish you a very long, happy, and healthy retirement with lots of fun, laughter, and joy.
Hey Fiona, it's your brother David here. Wishing you so much congratulations for your time with Calmer Choice, and just sending you lots and lots of love.
Hey Fiona, it's your brother Mark, calling from England. Just really calling to congratulate you on all you've achieved with Calmer Choice.
I'll always keep you in my heart, but my wish for you is that you are able to go off and live the type of mindful life that you encourage others to have. I want you to be able to relax and pause and enjoy all the beauty of life, because you deserve it.
Fiona, this is not the end, it's just the end of the beginning. Good luck on your next journey.
Fiona, I wish you happiness and health and fun and love, and with all the gratitude in my heart for everything that you've done for all of us. We wish you only the best.
Fiona, you have been a mother, a sister, a friend, a mentor to me for many years now. And the only thing that I can hope is that I will be able to carry out the legacy that you've created for Calmer Choice with the amount of love and heart that you've given it all these years. I love you very much, and I will miss you around the office every day, but I know that you'll always be in my heart.
We love you, Nana.
This song's playing while Fiona's running around the office looking for her phone.
on her retirement in her van. I hope that I'm never here, Bobby McFerrin's. Don't worry, be happy. That's what I told him probably 100 times.
Days drift by, each more precious than the last, each with time, each with promise, each a road to travel slowly, mindfully, blessedly. And when the winds come, and there will be wind, hang on tight and enjoy the ride.
I'm looking at my bracelet, pause and breathe, so give me just a second. That was pretty extraordinary. So imagine all of that kindness and love and energy that, first of all, went into that video. But we're going to change things up a little bit. And I am very, very pleased to introduce Justin Manning of J.J. Manning Auctioneers. And please note that it is with tremendous gratitude we give to Justin because he has graciously given his time tonight. And I think that that just is the epitome of what Calmer Choice is all about. So J.J., take it away.
I was told I got pulled into the Fiona vortex. Christina Bologna from the Cooperative Bank of Cape Cod, who does a lot of good deeds on the Cape. I serve on a couple boards at the bank with her. And she said, could you do this charity auction coming up? And I checked my schedule. I said, yeah, I can do it. She goes, and can you do it for nothing? So it's just great because it's obviously meant to be. It's such a pay-it-forward group. I'm here with my wife, Lynn, who's sitting over here. She assists me in a lot of these events so I can kind of keep my head straight. And our kids went to St. Francis in middle school, and Lynn is an occupational therapist in Sandwich Public Schools. And in both of those venues, they have both benefited greatly from Calmer Choice. And so, you know, we know firsthand what it has done for the kids, and I can only assume that with COVID and all the anxiety and all the bottled up emotions that have occurred over the past couple of years, that it is so consummately important that this continue on as strong or stronger than it ever did, understanding that that's why we're here tonight. So when I come to do a charity auction, I say, well, part of it's the celebration of Fiona, and the other part of it is raising money to continue this legacy and move on. So this is not going to be your paddle for tonight. This is your paddle. So you've got on the back of your little booklet, you've got your number. Now, they've kept it super simple for tonight because they want you guys to party more than they want you to listen to me conduct the auction. So we've got two portions to the event. We've got 3 live items that we're selling, like 3 awesome, huge packages, and I will describe them. And then after we've sold those 3 awesome packages, we will get into the Fund in Need, which is going to raise money to continue Fiona's legacy and this beautiful baby that she started, and to continue this journey on the Cape. And it's really given the Cape a great name for many, many years, or over a decade now. So I'm considering myself as Fiona's fundraising vessel that is here to get you guys to get excited about bidding on something, but more importantly, understanding that whatever you do, a lot, a little, in between, it's all for such a great cause and such a great purpose here tonight. So, in your same little booklet, which is super powerful, the 3 live auction items are in there. There's package 1, there's package 2, and there's package 3. I actually get so many Fiona things up here, so many notes. I feel like it might be like at the office. I'm not sure. All right, Lynn, I'm going to give you the 2 that I don't need. And keep this one. All right, so if we can follow along in the package here. And here's the thing, the staff has done a great job. They made these beautiful packages and booklets, but then they kept adding to it because the people's love and generosity continued. So, we've got, again, 3 big packages. We're going to sell them in order. Package number 1 is known as the New Hampshire Ski Weekend. This is valued at this point over $2,000, and it states, nestled in the heart of Mount Washington Valley, Black Mountain is ready to serve up snow, smiles, and memories for your party of 4. Head up north and check into the inn at Whitney's Farm for 2 weekend nights, a beautifully restored post and beam barn built in 1842. Make sure to save room for dinner at the Shovel Handle Pub right on the property. But before you go, you're also getting a $300 gift certificate from Puritan Clothing. They will give you a back massage and fit you properly before you head on up, as they always do. Lynn and I were just there last night. You also have the 4 passes and a $50 credit at Black Mountain. Continuing on, things added to package 1. A praise ski massage from Sasha's Massage and Yoga. You've got 4 hoodies and 4 sunglasses from Slick Shades. And you finally got a basket of calming soaps and balms from Ed's Homestead. So this whole package, all of it, all wrapped together, known as the New Hampshire Ski Weekend with accoutrements, valued at over $2,000. Let's get into the auction now. Who'll give me a $500 bid to start it out now? I've got 5 in the back and I'll take 7.5 where? $750 I've got, and $1,000 I'd like now, and $1,000 I have over there, and $1,250 where? $1,250 I've got, and how about 15 now? $1,500 I have in the middle, thank you sir, 17.5 I'll take. I got a $1,500 bid in the middle, and that's all I've got. One time. How about 16? 16 I've got from 246, and 17 I'll take, and 17 I've got, and 18 is where? 1,700 I've got, such an attentive audience, I like it. 17 I've got, and 18 I'll take where? I got a $1,700 bid, and that's all I've got. One time. 17 is what 18 in time I've got, thank you sir, 18, that was in between bites too. 18 I've got, and 19 is next. 18 and 19 I'll take, I got an $1,800 bid, and 19 is where? I got $1,800, one time. 18 is what I've got, twice. I got 18, 19 in time I've got over there from 220. You sniped it like an eBay sniper. 19 I've got, and 2,000 is where? I got a 19 and 2 I'll take. And 2,000 is where? I got a $1,900 bid, and 2 is next. And 2 is where now, please? I got a $1,900 bid. One time. Servers, don't block my bidders, okay? Make sure to serve that food quickly and get out of the way. 19 is what I've got. Twice. 2,000 in time in the middle I've got. 2,000 I've got, and 21 I'll take. And 21 is next. 2 I've got, and the 21 is where? I got a $2,000 bid. How about a 21 where? 2,000 is what I got in the middle. One time. 2,000 is what I've got. Twice. I got 2,000. Third and last call, 21, anyone? Sold 2,000 in the middle. Hold your number up, sir. 175 or 2,000. Thank you for your generosity. See, so that was just a nice little warm-up. All right, let us move on. We are moving on to package number 2. Now this has so much amazing pieces to it. It's just really so much that I'm gonna try to rattle it off like an auctioneer to be able to tell you what's in this next one. This next one has a value of over $5,000. This is the All You Need Is Love. All You Need Is Love Gala. Leave it to the experts. So, it is a combination of all these awesome vendors to be able to help you in, around, and outside of your home. And then they added to it, and it's all these other things to help you with your own body. So it's everything in your house, your body, your everything. Shh, you guys are talking too much. Okay. So attentive. Okay, so this is, let me read the little paragraph and then I will rattle off all the, there's got to be 20 things in this package. Do-it-yourself may be on trend, but doesn't it feel nice to let someone else do the heavy lifting? This package features services for you, your home, provided by some of the best local experts. Now, and then we get into some other things for you. So, Diamond Tile, $500 credit for tile installation. Advanced Turf Pro certificate towards lawn service, valued at $400. Attention to detail, certificate for car detailing and oil change. Affordable mattress of Cape Cod. New mattress, box spring, and frame, valued at $1,200. Nauset Disposal, 6-foot clean-out dumpster, valued at $360. Landscape design consultation from Beth Coué, valued at $300. Davenport Farms, $400 certificate for nursery. Hyannis Country Gardens, $50 certificate. Smithfield Family Markets, $200 gift card. And Robbie Jensen will do the prep, cooking, and serving and the cleanup, which is valued at $500. Clean Green, $500 certificate for deep home cleaning and gift basket. Nova Yoga, 6 months of unlimited yoga, valued at $1,000 and a gift bag with a yoga mat. Unique Boutique, $100 and 3 gift certificates. RPM Carpets and Floor Coverings at $250. Particulars certificate for a day of doggy daycare, and then a massage from Diane Voix. So, literally everything for your home, inside, outside, your car, your pet, you. Leave it to the experts. Let them help you with all the facets in your life. Lynn, I'm going to hand this to you. Let me just look real quick here. Okay. Let's get to it. Leave it to the experts. Who'll give me a couple grand to start it out now? Can I get a $2,000 bid to start it out where? 2,000 I've got in the middle ahead of you, sir. 2 I've got, how about 25 now? 2 I've got, how about 2,500 next? And 25 I've gotten, 3,000 is where? 3,000 I've gotten, 35 I'll take. 3 I've gotten, 35 is next. And 35 I'll take, and 35 I have. 35 I've gotten, the 4,000's where? And 4,000 I'd like, and 4,000 I have, and 45 is next. 4,000 I've got, how about 41 and go? 4 I've gotten, 41 I'll take now. And 41 is next. I get a $4,000 bid and 1 I'll take. I get a $4,000 bid over in the front. 1 time. 4,000 is what I've got in the front. Twice. I got 4,000 in the front. Third and last call. You all done? Sold 4,000 right in front of the photographer. Hold up that number. I just need the number. All right, someone can go get her number from her. That'd be great. 164. 164. Another round of applause for that big donation. Thank you so much. Again, I always say it's not what you get, it is what you give in these events to keep moving everything forward. We've got only one more. See, they really packaged them up because they needed to just honor your time tonight and make sure that as many hugs and dances and drinks could be had following the auction. So the last package that we have in the live auction here is entitled All Aboard. Second. Dance with the waves, move with the sea, let the rhythm of the water set your soul free. The feeling we have when we're on the water is like none other. So this one's for all you coastal cuties. This SeaTastic package includes not one, not two, but 3 ocean excursions. The first is a private fishing charter out of Sassuat Harbor aboard the Squeegee Monkey, where you will be fishing for striped bass, bluefish, or bluefin tuna. The second is a special Hyannis Harbor cruise for 6 on a 50-foot Viking yacht known as Off-Site. And finally, for when you need to get on island, Highline Cruises will take you round trip from Hyannis to Nantucket or Martha's Vineyard. In addition, not in your pamphlet, but on my announcements, you've also got a $100 gift certificate to the Sassuat Harbor Cafe. You've got a surprise gift certificate from Sundance Clothing. You've got a basket from Life is Good with hat, tees, and a book. This is all aboard. I don't have a value on this one. Let me peek in my sneaky notes here. Hold on, maybe I do. Maybe I do. Hold on. It is priceless. No, my value here says $2,500 on my email from the girls. So let's get to it. Who is all aboard? Who's going to buy the last item? Package number 3, all aboard. Who's going to start me out to the $1,000 now? Can I get 1,000? I've got over here, and 15 I'll take next. And 15 I've got in the front. How about 17.5 next? 15 I've got. How about 17.5? 17.5 I've got, and 2 I'll take. 2,000 I've got. 2,000 I've got, and 21 is next. 2,000 I've got, and 2,100 I'll take where? I got a $2,000 bid to my left. 21 I've got, and 2 I'll take. 21 I have, and 2 is where? 21 and 2 is next. And 2 I'll take now. I got 21 in the middle. 22 in time I've got in the front, and 23 I'd like. 22 I've got, and 23 is next, and 23 I've got, and 4 to you, sir. 23 and 4 is next. 23 and 4 is next. And 4 I'll take. I got a 2,300 in the middle. One time. 23 in the middle is what I got. Twice. That's you. You want to up your bid? Hold on. Sometimes when I need it, I take it and don't say anything, but you're at 2,300. Third and last call. Everyone all done? 24 in time I've got in the middle. Now 25 from you. 24 I've gotten, 25 to you. 25 I've gotten, 6 is next. 2,500 I've gotten, 6 I'll take. And 6 is next now, please. How many drinks did you guys have before the auction started? 25 I've gotten, 6 is next. You're 25 and 6 is next. I get 25 over here. One time. 2,500 is what I got. Twice. I got 2,500 from her. Third and last call. 6 in time, way in the left. 26 I've gotten, 7 I'll take. I got 2,600 and 2,700 I've got. 27 right back at you, and 28 to you now. 27 I've gotten, 8 is next. And 8 is next now, please. I got a 27, 28 next. I got 2,700 in the middle. Once. 2,700 in the middle. Twice. I got 2,700 in the middle. 8 in time I've got on the left. 28 and 29 I'll take. 28 I've gotten, 29 is next. And the right side of the room can bid. 28 I've gotten, 9 is next. And 9 I'll take next. I got 28 and 29 to you. 2,800 I've got on my left. One time. 29, she says in time. I got 29 and 3 next. A cool 3,000 is next. I got 2,900 in the middle. And 3,000 I'll take where? 29 is what I've gotten. 3 is next now, please. I got 29. Once. 29 is what I got. Twice. I got 29 in the middle, and yes, yes is 3. 3,000 I've got in my left. 3 I've gotten, a 31 I'll take. 3 I've gotten, 31 is next, and 31 I have, and 32 to you next, sir. 31 I've gotten, 2 is next. You can be bold with that, too. 31 and 2 is next, and 2 I'll take. I got 3,100 in the middle. One time. 31 in the middle is what I got. Twice. I got 3,100 in the middle. Third and last call. Everyone done? Sold 3,100. Bidder 250.
That was Lynn.
Fiona. So a really cool thing, I've done hundreds of charity auctions, and I usually have to tell people that when people bid to cheer, because they don't, but you guys do, so Fiona. All right, so don't leave here tonight later saying, geez, I probably, like I didn't buy one of those big 3 packages, and like, I don't want to just make a generic donation. I want to do something special, and I didn't, and I should have. So this is the part of the night where you give back. This is the part of the night where you help to build the building blocks for the future of Calmer Choice. So at this point, in the last part of the event for myself as the auctioneer is the fund to build the Fiona Jensen Legacy Fund. She started Calmer Choice at her kitchen table in 2010 with a small but mighty group of community members. Since then, it has earned the respect of global thought leaders in the world of mindfulness and education. Under her direction, she has compassionately led a group of dedicated staff and volunteers that has impacted the health and well-being of thousands, especially the kids. Now, after 11 years, Fiona is beginning her well-deserved retirement, and as we look towards our next chapter, we invite the community to bolster Fiona's vision for Calmer Choice with a contribution to the Fiona Jensen Legacy Fund. Now, the gifts to this fund can and will do the following. They'll initiate strategic outreach partnerships in regions beyond the Cape and Southeastern Mass, increasing access. They will recruit and retain talented staff and instructors and support professional development opportunities. It will pilot new services and programs at schools, community partners, and businesses. It will develop strategic marketing communications to spread the word about Calmer Choice mindfulness offerings. And it will support technology investments, virtual learning platforms, equipment, and training to increase Calmer Choice's reach. So at this point, I am going to be asking for donations to be made by you, the attendees here tonight. You've got, again, it's really important that you hold up your number.
Wait,
you need this. Oh, okay, yes, I'm sorry. Fiona.
That's okay. So this might be the last time I ask you for money. So get ready. There's something for everyone. And this is about leaving a legacy so that when I get in my van with my husband and travel, that the organization has a really strong foundation. So I ask, you know, whatever level, but this could possibly be the last time that I'm asking for money. All right, go ahead. Okay, sorry.
So we start high, and then we keep breaking it down and breaking it down until we break you down and eventually get your participation. But what I say, what's really important from a record-keeping perspective, Tony, we have to keep records for efficient production and collection of income, Lynn, right? We need to. So please look at your number, see what it is. Mike, okay, I'm 230, okay. So I know it because Justin's going to rattle off, I've got X number of dollars from 230. And you're like, oh, that was me. Okay, and then I put it down. So what I would ask is if you're willing to donate the increment to the fund, please hold up your number. And please hold it up until I've called your number and then put it down. And I will be rattling off those to the staff members and Lynn that are here helping me so that we can raise as much as possible to catapult this into the next decades, okay? And it's super important, especially for the kids these days. All right, at this time, to support the Fiona Jensen Legacy Fund and Calmer Choice, the first increment we'd like to ask for any of our beautiful, handsome, and affluent donors. Can I get $5,000 from anyone out there? I'd like a $5,000 donation at this time. $5,000 I've got from number 301. That's right, you got to clap every time for every increment. I've got it, 301 for 5,000. 5,000 I've got from 187. 5,000 I've got from 248. Look at this. We never get that much in the first increment. That is really awesome. Really awesome. Okay. So it gets quiet. Like, and if I'm talking and you like, shucks, I should have just throw it up there because I'll just back up and I'll take it still. It's fine. We're going to break it down for you now. $2,500. Who's willing to give $2,500? I've got $2,500 from 142. I've got 2,500 from 142. Any other? 2,500 from 206. 206. Thank you very much. Any other? 2,500 from 260. Fiona. All right, we're going to keep making it easier for those of you that are like, God, I don't know, I know, like, you're probably, weirdly enough, COVID probably helped you to make more money than you did before, and don't ask me why or how. Don't ask me where it's coming from, I have no idea. But you do need that write-off on your taxes at the end of the year too, and this, it helps. Next increment, $1,000. Who's 1,000 I've got from 163. 1,000 I've got from 171. 1,000 I've got from 297. 1,000 from 105. 1,000 from 288. 1,000 from 133. 1,000 from 127. 1,000 from 179. 1,000 from 180. 1,000 from 292. 1,000 from 209. 1,000 from 158. 1,000 from 185. 1,000 from 271. 1,000 from 154. 1,000 from 215. Awesome, you guys. Thank you so much. We're going to keep going. And then soon you're like, I really want another drink, but I feel stuck and I can't get another drink. I think you can when I'm done, like really soon, so I feel your pain. All right, this is easy. Now we're getting into hundreds, so it's like a 3-digit number. It's easier, okay? $500. Can I get 500 now? 500 from 321. No, 500 from 313. 500 from 276. 500 from 110. 500 from 227. 500 from 276. Fiona. All right. Eventually, you will break to my will. All right. I don't say that at home, Linda. She's in charge. All right. $250 where? $250's easy. $250 from 135. $250 from 220. $250 from 245. $250 from 159. $250 from 240. $250 from 218. $250 from 176. $250 from 190. $250 from 152. $250 from 174. $250 from 303. $250 from 140. $250 from 103. $250 from 235. $250 from 307. $250 from 170. $250 from 216. $250 from 193. $250 from 146. $250 from 311. $250 from 114. Thank you very much. Awesome. Okay. So maybe COVID didn't treat you as well as it is maybe some other, it's like, it's been a little tighter, but you have to build for the future and you must give at some point. Yes. If you haven't, then my job, before I was an auctioneer, I was a bouncer at Puffer Bellies, and I will probably have to do something physical to you. Okay, so this is easy. We're getting into the real easy numbers now. Not that you're any less, you're awesome, we just need you now. $100 now. Where's the 100 everywhere now? 100 I've got from 312. 100 from 178. 100 from 310. 100 from 109. 100 from 217. 100 from 247. 100 from 222, 100 from 139, 100 from 290, 100 from 315, 100 from 318, 100 from 111, 100 from 221, 100 from 249, 100 from 150, 100 from 130, 100 from 202, 100 from 295, 100 from 228, 100 from 270, 100 from 107, 100 from 124, 100 from 125, 100 from 266, 100 from 237, 100 from 244, 100 from 123. Woo! And then this is for you. Okay, so now we're going to do the last increment I have, and I'm going to guilt you and say, if you haven't used your 3-digit number and you came here, I'm going to be mad at you, and I won't remember. I'll remember that you never gave to Fiona's fund. And I have a photographic memory in my work, so I will remember that you never gave. And you ate awesome food, and you crossed your legs, and you didn't lift up your number at all. But you may not care, you don't know me, so you don't care, but I'll remember that you didn't. Last chance, let's get a whole bunch of these, and then I'll get out of the way, introduce a friend, and then you guys can get another drink. $50, throw it in there, let's get a whole bunch of them. 50 I've got from 102, 50 I've got from 144, 50 I've got from 201, 50 I've got from 109, 50 I've got from 277, 50 from 128, 50 from 261, 50 from 125, 50 from 114, 50 from 211, 50 from 258, 50 from 241. Got it? 50 from 195, coming in late. Any others? I'll take it. Does anyone want to do 5,000 now? Again? Okay. So, you guys did not come to hear me tonight. I just came to help Fiona Jensen's Legacy Fund raise what it can. So, I am told at this point, it is my job now to introduce Fiona's son, Robbie Jensen, who is going to come up here and do a little something.
Yay,
so,
Robbie!
Thank you. My name is Justin Manning. It was my pleasure to be your auctioneer tonight. God bless.
Thank you.
Stay calm.
Thank you.
Yes. Testing.
I hope this is mine. I don't know. I'm not sure.
Testing.
Robbie!
How's everybody doing?
Robbie!
Pretty great party for a pretty amazing woman. I know I'm biased, but yeah. So I think I wrote this song 3 or 4 years ago. I think I think actually, yeah. I think I was in the middle of Adam Liss's class. Now that I'm really thinking back on it, but yeah. Here it is. My head has got a funny way. I feel it all the time, making decisions with my microphone. I think we're good. My head has got a funny way. I feel it all the time, making decisions with my body without asking my mind. Some can sit for hours, baby, and that's just fine. Patience is a virtue when you ain't got the time. Here's a lesson I should know. When life moves fast, it's best to think it slow. And you gotta make that calmer choice. Be conscious of your reaction. In light of all the distraction, you just have to hear that inner voice. Despite it being right or wrong, this thought is right where you belong. Now pause, breathe, go. When you dam a river, baby, you only start a flood. Just let those thoughts keep flowing. Let's not slow it down like mud. Hold your thoughts with consciousness and feel them to your bones. Let emotions overcome you, though they may hurt worse than stones. Here's another lesson I should learn. If you wanna build a muscle, you got to feel the burn. You gotta make that calmer choice. Be conscious of your reaction in light of all the distraction. You just have to hear that inner voice. Despite it being right or wrong, this thought is right where you belong. You gotta make that calmer choice. Don't let responses to your reaction keep you from getting your traction. You just have to hear that inner voice. Follow your breath into your lungs. This journey's only just begun. Now pause, breathe, go. Thank you. That song belongs to Calmer Choice, so you guys can do whatever you want with it.
All right, wait. There's one more thing. Emily Smalley, can I call you up here, please? I think this is when I'm supposed to do this. It doesn't say in the program, but I'm making it up. I'm not really making it up. Okay. So Miss Emily Smalley is going to be, as you know, the new CEO, or is the new CEO already. And so I am handing over to her this basket of love. And in it is the P.O. Box key, which is hers. I went to the post office for the last time today with my sister. I said, that's the last time I'm gonna go look for checks. There we go. I've also created some, a lot of you have gotten cards from me through the years. And so I'm giving you all of my cards because I think you're writing thank you notes from now on. I gave you some love stamps. People probably recognize these love stamps because they go on all of my thank you cards. But really, more importantly, I also created you your own stickers that says Emily Smalley, CEO. I didn't use my same love sticker because it's my sticker, but I made her own stickers, and I made her 3 versions so that she can figure out which love stickers she likes the best that she will put on your thank you cards. And then that's, I think that's all. And then some heart stickers. So Emily, I'm passing, this is like passing the torch from one CEO to another, and it's your responsibility now to write thank you cards. And I think, where's Julia? Julia, are we done now? I think that's it. So there's going to be dancing if anybody wants to stay. I'm not exactly sure where we're going to dance, but I want to just thank you from the bottom of my heart. I got my hair done today, and I said to my hairdresser, I said, I think this might be the last time I have to get my hair done to go and do a fancy pants event. So anyway, I thank you, and I love you. Just really remarkable.